Alrighty, welcome everyone, and let's just make sure I've got my audio going through here because I can't hear you, but I need to make sure I can hear myself. Thank you all for being here. I'm actually going to take my ears out at the moment unless we get a special guest that comes popping in from the BirdDog team. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, and welcome to BirdDog Live Session number 7. It is the 7th show in this series, and as always, I love to say welcome everyone to today's show. And if you are watching and did go to NAB, let me know in the comments. This is a live show, so you and I can have a dialogue. Let me know what caught your eye, what you are excited about, even if it's not BirdDog related, but let me know. And if it is BirdDog related, let me know as well. Also, yeah, basically, let me know what NAB announcements that you saw or even just read about that catch your eye. Let me know. And then also, I love to know where everyone is watching from. I know this is a live show. These things just come popping up, and whether you have the time to watch them or not, there's not like, 1,000 people just sitting there waiting for this thing to come on like, Friends used to get on NBC. But anyway, we got one person chiming in. Yanis is saying hello from Greece. So thank you for Greece. I am over here all the way in Texas and running the show here live. And speaking of live, I also have a QR code. As of NAB, BirdDog has a new product called BirdDog Connect. So we used to be giving away BirdDog Cloud every single show. Now we're giving away BirdDog Connect, which was an NAB announcement. We'll talk about it a little bit more in a moment. BirdDog Connect is the prize. A 1-year subscription to BirdDog Connect. You can subscribe going to bit.ly at BD entry for BirdDog entry. So creative, I know. And over here is a QR code. So if you're watching this on a computer or a laptop, you can take your phone pointed at this and it'll take you to the entry form. You fill out the entry form and then submit that. And then that will enter you to win. Right now, I have no entries because it's only like second minute in the show. So there's no entries. So the first person that enters has a 100% chance of winning until someone else enters. That's how it works. So you can indeed win by filling out the form, a 1-year BirdDog Connect subscription. And BirdDog Connect allows you to connect disparate studios and everything. It's actually a suite of products. But again, we'll get more to that later in the show. Again, just to reiterate, it's going to cover it a little bit. Yana says hello from Greece. Kane says hello from Chicagoland, Illinois. And let's see if I can pronounce this. Hakan Force says hello from Sweden. And Renee says hello from Holland. Wow, we got a really good EU contingent in here today. More so than the US. I find that hard to believe. Is there anybody else in the US except for Kane who is in Illinois and has already chimed in? Let me know. So we've got 3 in Europe and 1 in the US who have chimed in the comments to let me know that they're viewing. And I can see in the counter on my screen in front of me, I can see in the counter that we've got more viewers than that. So feel free to chime in and let me know where you are watching from. And I'm leaving this up on the screen so you can scan, you can fill out the entry form and enter. And I've got the entry form right here, and I see entries already coming in. So far, the first entry that has come in from Wilton, he has a 100% chance of winning right now. Oh, no, you no longer have a 100% chance of winning. As more entries come in. So thank you very much. And again, this is a live show, so let me know what NAB announcements have you most excited about. Again, because this is the BirdDog Live Session, I'm going to be talking about BirdDog stuff. What did BirdDog come out with? And we've got some really cool things that came out of NAB. Unfortunately, some of them, other than Keyboard, which has already been out and won a couple of awards, other than Keyboard, they were new announcements. So I don't have them in my hand. They haven't shipped to me to be able to show them to you. Here's the new MAKI, the little one. I don't have it, so I apologize for that. So until they get here into the studio, I can't hold them up. But we're still going to talk about them anyway. So again, right here, fill out your entry form to win a 1-year BirdDog Connect subscription at bit.ly. You can type that in if you want, bit.ly/BD entry. Some people find that they have to type a capital B, a capital D. Technically, it shouldn't matter. It's a URL. Or you could just scan the QR code. That'll take you to the entry form. Fill out the entry form. A bunch of entries are now in, so you're going to be fighting for it. And as always, as the viewer count continues to go up, please do let me know where you're watching from. Love to find out. And so far, we are winning. EU has 3 times the viewers as the US, which I find hard to believe, but that is what it is. All right, let me continue on with the show, and we will get started with the announcements. NAB recap. Of course, 3 new big products have been announced. 3 major awards were won, including the NAB Product of the Year for Keyboard, which is really cool because they're not just like handing that out to everybody in every booth. 3 workflow demonstrations with Amazon Web Services, AWS, and then Telset. We'll talk more about that in a second. And they had 3 times more visitors than NAB 2024. So that is really, really cool. So anyway, I'm going to read a little bit here. And let's see, scroll down. BirdDog unveiled 3 major announcements that captured the floor. First one is MAKI Live. Let's see if I can click on through here. It's thinking. MAKI Live. It's the game-changing creator-first camera with Wi-Fi, AI gesture zoom. It's an optical zoom, a 6-hour battery, and NDI HX3. It's basically the ultimate mini cam control and streaming hub that brings professional grade production to any backpack and BirdDog Connect. It's a powerful bridge for hybrid production workflows, and it combines NDI, SRT, USB-C, and BirdDog Cloud into one seamless little box. Now, despite NAB attendance being slightly lower this year than last, BirdDog saw at least triple the booth engagement compared to 2024. And for BirdDog, this indicates a clear signal that there's huge interest in what BirdDog is doing, the new direction, and these particular product announcements made this year. BirdDog technology was also featured at the AWS booth. For instance, the e-gaming Formula One simulators featured 4 MAKI Ultra cameras. These new cameras brought the racing experience to life with dynamic live coverage. At the radio and podcast studio, 3 X1 Ultra PTZ cameras delivered flawless video production, fully integrated into the AWS cloud workflows. And at the Intelsat booth, Intelsat showcased a remote production workflow that included the new keyboard and the X5 Ultra working on their low Earth orbit satellite constellation with technology from Haivision. So when it comes to awards and recognition, BirdDog won the Best of Show, TV Tech, and SCN to keyboard and, as you can see here, the MAKI Live camera. BirdDog also won Product of the Year for the keyboard. So keyboard is being very, very well received. Here's the keyboard. BirdDog's being recognized with award-winning products, and audiences are seeing BirdDog as a category leader in hybrid video, live video creation, and remote IP workflows. But I think it's time we talk about the NAB announcements in particular. So first off, MAKI Live is BirdDog's compact all-in-one camera built for creators, streamers, educators, basically anyone who needs broadcast quality video without bulk or complexity. It's not just another tiny little camera. It's a professional grade camera ready to go live from anywhere. And the big question is, what's in it for you? Well, MAKI Live brings BirdDog's broadcast DNA into the hands of basically anyone, giving them a tool that's powerful, smart, and incredibly simple. It's basically professional power in a go anywhere package because it delivers 4K, NDI HX3, HDMI, USB, and Wi-Fi streaming in a palm-sized battery-powered package. Again, I wish I had this thing here in my hands to show you how small it is. You can go live via Wi-Fi or use USB-C as a webcam or go direct via NDI or SRT, enabling you to do built-in streaming from anywhere. The hands-free AI-powered gesture zoom provides zoom control with gestures from the person in front of the camera, which is ideal for solo streamers, teachers, and presenters. It has a 6 to 8 hour battery life and flexible mounting solutions to put it on a tripod, a desk, a grip in a car, on the wall, whatever you might want. And it plugs into nearly any workflow, so you can have extended connectivity with the USB-C to Ethernet dongle. Continuing along to the next one, MAKI Studio is your portable production studio in a box. You just need an iPad and our BirdDog Control Surface. This is designed to let users control, switch, and stream a multi-camera setup from virtually anywhere. It's the studio solution that brings pro-level storytelling to creators, educators, remote presenters, and mobile production teams without requiring a truck, racks, or a big crew. They can work with other NDI or SRT cameras, and of course, it's a perfect fit for the MAKI Live cameras, but they are not actually required despite the name. As always, what's in it for you? MAKI Studio makes multicam streaming accessible. It makes it compact and wireless. For people who want the look of a pro broadcast, but also want the freedom of remote-first workflows, MAKI Studio is the answer. It's your portable control room to easily control, switch, and monitor multiple cameras via Wi-Fi, giving you live production anywhere, anytime. Native NDI HX3 and the whole BirdDog ecosystem integration delivers ultra-low latency, automatic discovery, and seamless IP workflows. Basically, the MAKI Studio enables you to easily manage multiple sources in real time, which is perfect for live streamers, educators, churches, or event teams. MAKI Studio also has built-in streaming tools to go live to YouTube, Facebook, or a custom RTMP with no additional PC required. The user interface and auto configuration features make it easy for anyone to use it with no video engineering experience needed. It's obviously lightweight and compact, and you can pair it with a MAKI Live or 2 or 3 to complete a whole mobile camera rig with full control, including everything you need from graphics to play out videos, audio mixing, images, everything. MAKI Studio is part of the BirdDog ecosystem, and it works seamlessly with other BirdDog gear, scale from creator to corporate with ease. And it works with any NDI source you want to add, even non-BirdDog sources. Now, you do need both an iPad, which is not included, and the BirdDog Control Surface to make it work. Both of those work together. Once you have the control surface, just download the app and then you're good to go. So let me jump back up here and throw this QR code back up. And for all the people who are now watching, feel free to jump in here and register to win a 1YOG BirdDog Connect subscription. You can enter at bit.ly BD entry or scan this QR code to enter. We got another, hey, someone else from North America jumped in. VBN Sports is in Canada and watching the show. So it's now, I don't know, is it, whatever. It's still, EU is leading the North America in terms of viewership, but VBN Sports in Canada sort of starting to even out the scales. Welcome everyone who is tuning in a little bit late. And I am interested in what NAB announcements are you finding the most exciting, that you are most interested to see, to try out, to maybe put into your workflows. And as always, I love to know where everybody's watching from, because right now the EU is leading the North American viewers right now. Let me continue on with the announcements. And the third announcement was about that's the MAKI Studio and the control surface, and the keyboard won best in show. So the keyboard, we've actually had a show on the keyboard, and Dan has showed the keyboard in use on the show here. So you can actually go back to previous live shows and get in-depth details on the keyboard, as well as Q&A about the keyboard as well. So the keyboard show, already out, already shipping. There is an update. A new firmware is now available, and the keyboard is already shipping. So that is available to resellers around the world to pick up. I love the little display in there, so you can see the sources, up to 4 sources in the display, and you can make any one of those sources full screen in there. And again, it's an NDI device, so it's going to be talking to NDI cameras. Could be local, could be around the world. Let's continue along with our slides. Now, don't forget, we've got these bundles. We've got the X1 bundle, the X1 Ultra bundle, the X4 Ultra, and the X5 Ultra bundle. So feel free to talk to your reseller about bundles if you're looking to put together a set of cameras and also want to get control. So we've got cases available with the X1s, and we've got keyboards available, free keyboard if you're getting the X5 Ultra combo bundle. So you see that where it says free KBD, free keyboards. So up here you can save, was it $6.95 and $195, and you get that cool custom molded case with the X1s. So that is very cool too. Dan actually had a sample of that case in a previous show, and he held it out, and it's going to protect your cameras, but the case itself is not necessarily, it's not an ATA case. It's not meant to be shipped through the mail. It's going to get, it'll protect the cameras like in the back of your car, in a gear truck or something like that, and put on a shelf and stuff like that. So it enables you to move them as a whole, the whole package of cameras, controllers, power supplies, and everything. But I would not throw it into the belly of a plane or ship it through FedEx or things like that. That's not what it's designed for. So just keep that in mind when you're planning on your whole package, that, as Dan said in the show where he highlighted the case, it's not meant for abuse. It's meant to be able to hold multiple things together in a convenient package for carrying it around. And continuing along, 9. Question and answers. I don't actually see any questions coming in the comments. So if you do have a question about the NAB announcements, please throw it into the comments so that I can include it. And once again, let's go over here. We've got some entries coming in. There's the wheel of names at the ready for you. So at the NAB show, we covered the MAKI Live. So that is the new compact MAKI camera. If you've seen the MAKI, it's, like basically lens shaped. The MAKI Live is smaller, it's more compact, and it has the battery in it, and has built-in Wi-Fi and everything. So that is going to be a very exciting product for a lot of creators who need to really travel light. Also, even for bigger shows, it's great as an extra camera. You know, if you've got your big cameras in the back of the room and you got your cameras up on stage, but you want to have like this alternate view, you can throw this thing up. It takes up very little extra room, and being available on Wi-Fi or Ethernet via the USB-C, it makes it available, and you've got the optical zoom in there so that you can still vary the shot remotely. So that just makes it really functional, and the fact that it's compact and lightweight makes it easy to just carry along and add sort of like a little bit of salt to whatever production you're working on. Coming down here, the MAKI Studio Control surface. So the control surface comes with an app that runs on an iPad that you provide. It will obviously work with the MAKI Live little cameras, but it'll also work with big pan tilt zoom cameras. It'll work with the older NDI cameras from BirdDog. It'll work with non-BirdDog cameras and NDI sources. So if you've got NDI screen capture, scraping a screen for slides, it'll work with that too. So that's the nice thing. It's an NDI production tool, and NDI can mean a lot. And of course, BirdDog Connect. Connect is what we're giving away today, and it's professional grade video production accessible from anywhere. With integration of NDI and SRT, it bridges multiple networks with low latency, high quality video. Let me click on this so we can get more details. So you can see that you can bring in cameras, you can do ISO recording, you can stream, and you can connect different locations via the software. You can go around the world via the software as well, and it includes where does it include? I know it comes down here and tells you the list of tools. It has several different tools that enable you to both capture screens, integrate cameras, connect things together, and route them. So that's the neat thing. It is sort of like a suite of utilities that you can use. And as I mentioned, let me come over here and I'll bring it up on the screen again while I still got the other graphics here. Where is it? Overlay. I'm in the wrong overlays. Oh, boom. There we go. You can win it. So right here, you can use your phone to scan this, or you can type in bit.ly, BirdDog entry, and win a 1-year BirdDog Connect subscription. Let me come back out of here. There's my back button. Also, 4K converters. Silicon 2 on 4K HDMI and SDI enables multiple inputs, multiple outputs. As you've seen in the pre-show video, you can have 2 in, 2 out. You can mix and match, so that 4 SDI NDI box that was released years ago, now you're bringing in 4 inputs, or you're sending out 4 inputs, or 2 and 2. The Silicon 2 update for those tools really maximizes the capability of the NDI converters. And down the bottom here, I got to move this out of the way. And then, as we said, the new keyboard, you can see the little quad split there and then the full screen for one of your inputs. This is the NAB Choice Award winner. This is also available shipping now. And if you already have it, be sure to download the latest update for this as well. So let me see if we had any questions come in. Oh, we do have a couple questions come in, and I'm going to do my best to answer them. I don't have any of the BirdDog team here with me today. I'm sort of flying solo, but I will do my best to answer it. Is the MAKI Live smaller than the normal MAKI? Yes, considerably smaller. The normal MAKI has a 12x optical zoom. It's about this size. The new one is definitely smaller. It's actually kind of like a sushi roll. And it has the battery in there as well, and the optical zoom. It's only a 4x or a 6x optical zoom, so it's much smaller in the optical range. It's not going to be from the back of the house, zoom in and get a close-up shot anymore. This is meant, like I said, to sprinkle around and give me this angle, give me that angle, give me this angle, and still give you a little bit of flexibility in that shot. So if you wanted this, but you wanted to crop out the bottom of the stage, you could zoom in a little bit. It allows you to fine-tune the image through the optical zoom that's in it, but it's not a 20x optical zoom. It's not a 30x optical zoom. But if you're someone that has, let's just say, a Mevo Smart camera, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a Mevo Smart just placed somewhere. It's got the battery in it. It's got the Wi-Fi in it. But unlike the Mevo Smart, this one has an optical zoom. So you can, do a little bit more telephoto with this one, do a little wider with that one. Actually, you can put two of them side by side with two different shots and cut between them, which is pretty cool. When do we get DC out on the Flex Out to power my monitor over PoE? That's a great engineering question. I will forward it to the engineering team at BirdDog to get an answer on that one. How is Connect different to DI Bridge? I actually don't know all the differences between the different products. I know Bridge just provided connectivity between places, and Connect offers, it's a larger suite of solutions. So Bridge, you still had to have all these other pieces. Connect allows you, it's the capture, it's the integration, it's routing, it's a little bit more. And what's the difference with BirdDog Connect and NDI Bridge? As I said, NDI Bridge, oh, I see, that's what that. So both of you are asking with NDI Bridge. NDI Bridge is software that you have to have running on a laptop in a location, and it's just going to connect to another bridge. The two bridges just connect to each other. That's all they do. BirdDog Connect is a whole suite of apps that allow you to do a bit more in terms of routing, conversion, and things like that. Again, NDI Bridge is a very specific point-to-point location. And BirdDog Connect, I believe, I don't have it yet because it was just announced. BirdDog Connect, I wish the NDI, that I had them. I wish I had Dan right here because Dan's the man. BirdDog Connect, I believe, also enables you to route. So if you have this one thing, you can send it to multiple destinations. So that is also going to be something that NDI Bridge, which by its title, it goes from this side to this side. It's a bridge between two locations. Connect allows you to more creatively and flexibly connect to different pieces. So that's going to be my best guess, not being a BirdDog engineer, at exactly what the differences are between those two. And I hope to have demos coming up in future shows so that, hey, perhaps I can set up BirdDog Connect here in my studio and BirdDog can set up BirdDog Connect in Australia. We can both be running it and then really demonstrate what some of the flexibility and capability that BirdDog Connect can offer to end users like you. I think that would be a great demo of the product, don't you? So one last time, I am going to throw this up there for today's show. You can win a one-year BirdDog Connect subscription. And again, if you're curious as to what it can do for you, the best way would be to win a one-year BirdDog Connect subscription at bit.ly/BirdDogEntry or scan the QR code right there. And that way you would have it for a whole year. You can test it. And of course, it's going to evolve. I'm willing to bet you in 6 months from now, there's going to be additional capability that's not in it today as it rolls out the door. And that's fairly typical for BirdDog products because, like with Silicon 2 being added to the original BirdDog cameras, I have a P100 that originally was just full NDI. Now with Silicon 2, I can get HX3 out of it. That was never on the box when I bought it. And that is something that BirdDog does, is they continually update, refine, and advance their products. So that is something that you can pretty well expect with BirdDog Connect right here. And again, bit.ly.com, BirdDog Entry. This is your last few minutes to try that out. Jeff Adams says hello. And Peter Hakan Solberg says hello as well. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. I will forward the... there's one that I missed. Is there a roadmap for Silicon 2 on the Flex 4K product line? I believe in a previous show they did say Silicon 2 is destined for the Flex line, and as a Flex user, I am looking forward to that as well. So I would love to be able to get HX out of my Flex. And if they can get the old P100 to do HX, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get the Flex line to be able to do HX as well. So thank you all for the questions you have thrown in there. Thank you for the easy softballs. I appreciate that, and not really detailed engineering questions. I will hand those engineering questions over to the engineering team and be able to get back to you. Let me call up my BirdDog entries. We have 7 entries. I guess that's all the people that want to try and win BirdDog Connect right here. Let me take that off the screen. We're going to come down here to... There are my 7 entries. So I'm going to select these 7. Oh, no, 8. 1 got in just under the wire. And I know there's probably somebody filling it out, but I let it go for the whole thing. Going once, going twice. All right, I'm going to copy that. And then I'll go over the wheel of names. And I'm doing this in front of you so that you can see that I'm actually not making this up. And I'm going to paste those names. And then I'm going to click the click to win. And then I'm not going to touch it. This is the Wheel of Names website, and the winner is Wayne. Yes, Wayne wins 1 year of BirdDog Connect. So congratulations to Wayne. Thank you for watching. Thank you for entering, and congratulations on winning. I will forward your information over to BirdDog, and the cool thing is it's a cloud solution. So wherever you are in the world, they can activate and give, authorize that account for the 1 year credit. So congratulations to Wayne for being the winner in today's show. Again, I always appreciate all of you for watching the BirdDog Live Show. We will be back. Again, as these products ship, we are planning a series of shows to really highlight the capabilities of these different tools, because these are really cool. The MAKI Live Tiny Camera, very powerful, lot to show. The Live Studio and the controller, very cool. A lot to really show off there. And of course, the Connect. We could definitely do a whole show on the Connect, and hey, possibly even connect my studio in Texas, USA, and the BirdDog studio in Australia, and see how these two studios through their cloud solution can be connected. So thank you all again for being here. Oh yeah, we even got Australia in the show. Hello to Queensland, Australia. Thank you, Wayne, for tuning in. Unfortunately, Wayne, you did not win. Wayne, the other Wayne, won. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will look forward to talking to you all on the next episode. Take care.